Hello dear fans, friends and subscribers. Welcome to your favorite cricket show, the Cricket Happening show with your host Ram. And today I am out here with the first day's play report on the first test match between India and Sri Lanka, and what a start India had. In fact, Ravichandran Ashwin was the chief architect of the Sri Lankan innings, which was wound up for 183. In fact, Ravichandran Ashwin, as you know, as I told you yesterday, he was playing his first test in Sri Lanka, against Sri Lanka in Sri Lanka. He was playing for the first time. This is the first time that Ravichandran Ashwin is touring Sri Lanka, and this was his, as I said, first test against Sri Lanka in Sri Lanka. What a start for Ravichandran Ashwin on a pitch at the Galle International Stadium, which was definitely helping the spinners, no doubt about it. We could see a lot of turn, we could see a lot of bounce, and Ravichandran Ashwin exploited it to the hilt by capturing, on his first stint in Sri Lanka, capturing 6 wickets for 46 runs to sink Sri Lanka to 183 all out in the first innings on the first day, and India replied with 128 for 2. Well, as far as the Sri Lankan batting was concerned, I'll be talking to you about the story. But before that, I would like to tell you that Sri Lanka were the ones who actually won the toss on this particular pitch at Galle. And as you know, this match is very important for one man, and that is Kumar Sangakkara, playing his last test match of his international career, as I said yesterday. So Sri Lanka started off by winning the toss. Angelo Matthews calling correctly, getting his troops to bat first. Well, it all started with both Karunaratne and Kaushal Silva, who have already proved that they are quite formidable openers. Well, it all started off with a very quiet start with Ishan Sharma and Varun Arun bowling, especially Ishan Sharma bowling very well. And then finally the first blood was drawn by Ishan Sharma, as it was a short delivery from Ishan Sharma. Karunaratne going for the hook shot. He went for the shot and he was caught by Ajinkya Rahane for 9, and that was wicket number 1. Sri Lankan score was 15 for 1 at that stage. After that, we saw Kaushal Silva, who, as I said, is one of those very wonderful future test batsmen for Sri Lanka. But Varun Arun, with his pace, harried Kaushal Silva, who went for the hook shot. Again, the opener, this is the second opener who went off a short delivery from the Indian pace bowlers, and Varun Arun was the one who picked up that wicket when he had Kaushal Silva caught by Dhawan for 5, where Kaushal Silva was committed to the stroke, and it fell into the hands of Dhawan, and he was gone for 5 with 1-4, and Sri Lanka's score at that stage was 15 for 2, and they were in trouble. In walked in the last test match batsman, the great batsman of Sri Lanka, and that was Kumar Sangakkara, joining in to join Lahiru Thirimani in the middle. But Kumar Sangakkara was tested by Ravichandran Ashwin outside the off stump with some balls which turned past the bat, and after that the score was pushed on to 27 by these two batsmen. And then we saw Kumar Sangakkara trying to play a shot, probably trying to push it, and while pushing it he got an edge onto it, and Rahul there holding a very, very good catch, KL Rahul, and Sangakkara was walking back to the pavilion in a very, very dismayed manner, one could say, because, as I said, he has only 1 innings left for himself, and Kumar Sangakkara was a victim of the bowling of Ashwin for 5, which made it 27 for 3, and it soon became 54 for 4 when Ravichandran Ashwin saw that he was getting a lot of turn and bounce. And you know Ravichandran Ashwin, he is a man who bowls with a lot of guile and a lot of intelligence, and Ashwin immediately had Thirimani edging onto the hands of Rahane, who seldom makes a mistake. When he took the catch, he was gone for 13 with 2 fours. The score was 54 for 4, Jahan Mubarak joined the Sri Lankan captain Angelo Matthews at that stage, but then Jahan Mubarak was dismissed pretty early in the piece as he was caught by Rahul. Now this was a beautiful catch by Rahul. The ball, it was very well taken, one thought, by Rahul of the bowling of Ashwin for naught, and Sri Lanka were reeling at that stage with half the side back in the pavilion for just 60 runs. They were 60 for 5, and after that there was some resuscitation being done by the Sri Lankan captain Angelo Matthews in the company of Dinesh Chandimal, and both really had to work. Angelo Matthews, well, he was adopting a different approach. He was trying to deal with the spinners in a really a very not very aggressive, but in a manner where he was not allowing them to really hold sway. At the other end, Dinesh Chandimal was also playing his strokes of the spinners, and we saw that Harbhajan Singh couldn't make much of an impression. Amit Mishra was called on to bowl, and then finally we saw that the partnership really started increasing as 79 runs were added between Angelo Matthews and Chandimal to really, I would say, the situation that was 60 for 5 when both joined, and they saw to it that they would retrieve the situation to a great extent as they pushed on the score to 139. But when the things were probably looking like slowly Sri Lanka were trying to recover from that huge blow Ashwin had given them, that was the time we saw that Angelo Matthews trying to attack Ravichandran Ashwin and Rohit Sharma taking a beautiful catch. I mean, in fact, Angelo Matthews was right on the front foot to play Ravichandran Ashwin. It was an attacking stroke, but what a catch from Rohit Sharma, showing amazing reflexes to pick up this catch at silly point, and Angelo Matthews was gone. Caught Rohit Sharma, bowled Ashwin for 64 with 6 fours and 1 6, which made it 139 for 6 as Damika Prasad walked in to join Dinesh Chandimal. And Damika Prasad left without troubling the scorers as Ravichandran Ashwin got him LBW for naught, and then Rangana Hilt came in and joined Chandimal, and then Chandimal realized that runs are something that he needs to get quickly, and in doing so he perished at the hands of Amit Mishra, who took his first wicket there when Chandimal, after playing a knock of 59, was caught by Rahane neatly in the slip cordon of the bowling of Mishra for 59 with 9 fours, and then we saw Tarindu Kaushal getting caught by Rohit Sharma of the bowling of Mishra for naught, and finally Rangana Hilt, who resisted for 23 runs with 4 boundaries, found that Ashwin had actually dislodged his stumps there, and it was all over for Sri Lanka with Nuwan Pradeep not out on naught, and Sri Lanka all out for 183. As I said, Ravichandran Ashwin was the bowler of the day today, and what a start for him. As I said, first test match in Sri Lanka against Sri Lanka in Sri Lanka, and look at his bowling figures. But definitely the pitch definitely aided the spinners, there's no doubt about it, and this is a real encouraging sign. But one has to remember that India will be batting last on this pitch, so they definitely have to garner a lot of runs here. Now let's have a look at the bowling figures. Ravichandran Ashwin, 13.4 overs, 2 maidens, 46 runs and 6 wickets. Superb bowling from Ravichandran Ashwin, taking full advantage of the conditions and exploiting it to the hilt. Amit Mishra also bowled impressively, 6 overs, 1 maiden, 20 runs and 2 wickets. Harbhajan Singh couldn't pick up a wicket, 8 overs, 1 maiden, none for 17. India went with 2 medium pace bowlers, and I thought that was a very good move on the part of the Indian think tank, because they saw there's a lot of turn on this pitch, and Harbhajan Singh might mean business in the second innings of Sri Lanka probably. Ishan Sharma 11 overs, 3 maidens, 1 for 30. Varun Arun 11 overs, no maiden, 1 for 68. 183 all out Sri Lanka, and India started their batting, and India also did not have a good start as Damika Prasad first lapped KL Rahul on the patch to send him on his way back pretty quickly for just 7 runs, which made it 14 for 1, and then Angelo Matthews produced an identical delivery this time to get rid of Rohit Sharma, getting him LBW for 9. which made it 28 for 2. And after that, it was I would say some easy catches were dropped by the Sri Lankans. They definitely had to pick that up because they were bowled out for 183, defending a total of 183. They had to definitely pick up all the difficult catches too. But on the other hand, I thought the Sri Lankan fielding was a bit ragged there. They dropped Shikhar Dhawan, a sitter was dropped, and after that the captain Virat Kohli and Shikhar Dhawan really played very well, I thought. Even though we saw some turn for the other spinners too. Tharindu Kaushal, I thought he bowled very well. He beat the bat a couple of times. Rangana Herath, as you know, is a wily bowler and is also a most experienced bloke in the Sri Lankan team, also bowled well, but they were not rewarded. And the Indian partnership from 28 for 2, both realized, Shikhar Dhawan and Virat Kohli realized the importance of staying at the wicket and getting as much runs as possible. And that's what they precisely did. And finally, India at stumps on day 1 replied with 128 for 2. Shikhar Dhawan was not out, and Shikhar Dhawan's driving was superb today. He was driving with lots of confidence and authority. He finished on an unbeaten 53 with 6 fours, and Virat Kohli was not out on 45 with 7 fours. 128 for 2 India replied with. So that means right now, for India to get into the lead, they require another 55 runs to get into the lead. The bowling figures, as far as the Sri Lankan bowlers were concerned, Prasad 7 overs 1 for 22, Nuwan Pradeep 8 overs 1 maiden 1 for 32, Angelo Matthews bowled well, 4 overs 1 maiden 1 for 12, Tharindu Kaushal, even though his figures might not reflect, I thought he bowled well, 8 overs no maiden none 41, and Rangana Herath 7 overs 1 maiden none for 15. So it will be interesting to see the second day's play, but one thing I can tell you, on the first day itself we are seeing a lot of turn and bounce, and the spinners definitely, I thought the Indian batsmen Shikhar Dhawan and Kohli, after getting lives by being dropped, definitely benefited from that and saw to it that they won't make those mistakes again. And finally India 128 for 4. As I said, this pitch with lots of turn and bounce is going to really pose a problem to all the batsmen, no doubt about it. It will be interesting to see how the pitch plays tomorrow, especially considering the fact that on the first day itself we have seen some enormous turn and bounce in the pitch. So it's an interesting situation. It will be interesting to see whether India will try to see to it that they can muster as much runs as possible and take a huge lead and then put Sri Lanka under enormous pressure. But on the other hand, Sri Lanka would be hoping that in the morning they could pick up some early wickets with the aid of the spinners and really see to it that they restrict India. So it's a nice battle which is going to turn out tomorrow on the second day's play in the first test match here at the Galle International Stadium. Well, dear fans, subscribers, I don't have anything else to dwell on. Hope you all liked my cricket report on the first day's play, and I'll be catching up with you tomorrow again on the second day's play report between India and Sri Lanka. Till such time, I meet you, dear fans, friends, subscribers of Cricket Happenings. This is your host Ram bidding goodbye on this day. Thank you.